Pickaxe.
Hi guys, here's a free premium preview of one of the bonus shows we do every week, PC Outsiders. We talk about some good and maybe some bad news.
Yeah, things are not good in Steam Deck land, Michelle.
There's some pricing changes and of course some other big PC gaming news this week. So if you want to support us and get weekly bonus shows as well as the 20-year back catalog, you can do that on videogameoutsiders.com and listen in the player of your choice. And also keep VGO ad-free. Hello everybody, welcome to PC Outsiders. We're going to talk about some PC news, some of it may be bad, some of it may be good. What games we played and anything else. What's up, John?
We have scary news, Michelle.
Scary news.
Things are not good.
I know, but like in the grand scheme of life, I don't think it's a big deal. We'll see. We'll get into it, of course, Steam Deck pricing and stuff. So let's talk about what we played first. One of the things I kind of like about PC gaming and Steam is I feel like we get more like demos and playtests. So I did check 2 out. Hellforged was the first one I played. It is a Survivors-like, but it has a really cool, like it almost looks like Diablo 3, but it has a cool kind of style, like dark fantasy style. But what I like about it is it's all about the loot. It is a loot-driven sort of ARPG-like Survivors. And I think you can request and just get right in right now. It's got big talent trees and all this different gear you get. A little bit like Halls of Torment where you have to figure out if you can get out with the gear, extract with the gear. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of cool. What I liked about it is when you launch the game, it asks you, do you want to aim or do you want to be manual? And then there is a dash right away. And then you get spells, but they're not active clickables on your bar. I sent some feedback and I said, I want those to be actives as well. Like, let me also click them when I want. The more they automate these types of games, the more I think they're missing out on them. But this one might have potential health.
But isn't that the point of the whole Survivor thing at this point?
No, I think it's millions of mobs flooding at you that just keep running at you. But
doesn't what you're describing become an ARPG and not a Survivor?
No, because in an ARPG, thousands of mobs don't flood at you unless you're moving generally. Like you can clear an area of a map. In Survivors games, you can't just stand there because there's a timer going and they're ticking at you and there's chests you're opening. It's a totally different kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, is this game called Hellforge?
Hellforged. Go in our PC Outsiders news area. I've got.
Oh, there's also a Hellforge.
Okay. Now, this has a D.
That is a retro roguelite Survivor that came out in March.
No, this didn't come out yet. It's just a playtest right now.
Okay, that's not good for either of them.
I think it's fine. It's got a D. It's like Almond Joy has nuts, mounds don't.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to play Hellforge after looking at it.
I wouldn't. I'd play the one with the D.
No, look at Hellforge. It looks great.
How are the reviews? Hold on, my fire.
Positive. It came out in March. 23 reviews. $3.99. Hellforge.
I don't know about this. Just slapping a D at the end and all of a sudden it's a different game.
Well, who did first? I think Hellforge is the original.
Hellforge game.
They should do Hellforge.
I don't know, John. I kind of like what I played. Hellforge is $3.99.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's very gritty.
It's got that kind of 8-bit kind of.
Yeah, they're too similar. This is going to cause confusion in the market. They're definitely too similar. Grindstone and Moonpire, different developers? No, it's different people. This is from Gab Hoon Kim at Liberate Games. I don't know about Hellforge, but I know about Hellforged with a D. And also, I was excited to try this, but I'm unsure yet. I did play the Outward 2 closed playtest. It comes out July 7th. I'm a bit worried how this is going to shape up in a couple of weeks because, look, I kind of like the first Outward. It was like a co-op kind of old school MMO type thing. This one is trying to do more of the same, saying we're not going to handhold. You're going to be kind of just grab your backpack and adventure. Mm-hmm. It just felt a little rough. I did skip the tutorial, and I probably shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to go back in Outward 2, like actually do the tutorial because they just threw me in the middle of a field and I didn't know where I was going and I couldn't just kill things because I was getting one shot and I had no talents, no nothing, no backpack. Like I really think skipping the tutorial shouldn't be an option. So this is one game where I'll actually do it. So I'm going to play it again, but you guys can maybe request to get an Outward 2 if you played the first and you want to kind of see what this one is about. I would definitely check it out before you just buy it because from what I can feel right now, I feel like it needs a lot more time. Hopefully I'm wrong and this was just an older build and they're going to get it together before July. So I'll check that out maybe when it comes out again or at least redo it. So yeah, I mean,
I see a split screen on that game.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is all about the co-op. But I don't know. I guess you can do local. It's kind of a weird thing to do local co-op on PC.
I know.
I've done it where
with two
obviously
keyboards?
two people, we have two setups. I've done that before in my life. I've done it where I've sat on people's laps. I've never really liked the split screen on PC. It's too much. Like looking at the same screen and sharing the screen, that's fine because you just put an output to your TV or something. But a split screen, I've always hated. I don't like a split screen. Even when you and I, John, were playing like Split Fiction and I had to look at your view.
Yeah.
It's not so bad with the ultra wide sometimes if it splits it, but I still don't necessarily love a split screen. So yeah, that's what I did.
It was a big deal on console back in the day, though.
When
that was the only way, like Mario Kart and GoldenEye. But that was before you could play online against people. You know,
I did play a lot of games with my sister, but they seem to be games where we shared screen. Like Excite Bike was one of the oldest ones I can remember, or Extreme Games, we would race against each other. Was that split screen? It might have actually been. Because there's no way we could share a screen.
Like summer games? Extreme Games?
It was called Extreme Games. I think it was PS2. Like we loved the PS2. That was where the majority of my gaming was with my sister when I was younger. So I guess I did do split screen then. But it just felt different as a kid. I was more acceptable. Now as an adult, like split screen on a PC monitor, I'm not doing that. Maybe on a TV. But yeah, so the interesting thing is I know BoomTap was talking about playing Diablo 4 with his wife, and on the PC, there's no split screen, but on the console, there is. So he ended up swapping to Path of Exile 2 because they do have split screen on the PC. And he said it's actually really fun. They're both using controllers. And it's a good time to play PoE on Friday, like I've said, and I'll be talking about that again next week on Tuesday. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm also want to dabble in Batman a little bit more, John. I want to get out into the open world. Too. And my sister's been playing a little bit, and she's not the type to like anything like that, but she actually enjoys the open world. Like we've been solving like puzzles together. I hung out with her the other day and she's like, oh, let's figure out how to turn the power on this chest and the Riddler stuff and all that. So we've been playing that together. So I think this is a game that people who like open world silliness could enjoy. So I'll be playing a little bit more of that and PoE. And then I know Mina the Hollower just got 10s from IGN. You may play that, which is silly.
It makes me not want to play it. Like
maybe it is a 10. You only play
I know
the
that
demo.
Sounds bad. Well, the demo was fine. Like the thing is, I fully feel like I know exactly what this game's going to be based on the demo. I'm not going to be surprised. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's a Yacht Club game. Obviously, I have history.
We've worked with them for years. They're, I think, one of the guys who created Yacht Club listens and stuff. So like,
yeah. I mean, I finished Shovel Knight in a hotel room on the Cape.
Right.
You know, so I have a history with Yacht Club.
Okay. So I don't see the downside. You're mad because IGN gave it a 10.
Well, they're just handing out 10s now, and I feel like it's almost premeditated at this point. They're like, hey, this is really working out for us.
Somebody should do an AI video of Minority Report with premeditation with IGN. Just like they pick up the ball and it says like 10.
Well, they're like, hey, this, with Mixtape, we got a lot of attention, guys.
Yeah.
Let's try this 10 thing again. Let's do it again.
I'm going to make a site where all I do is give 0s or 10s. Something is either complete trash or the best game
We're
ever
talking
created.
about it. It's working, right? If they gave it a 9.5, will we be talking about it? Probably not.
That's too reasonable. That's too logical. Yeah, you have to be only in extremes. I think that would be a fun.
10's a masterpiece, for God's sakes.
We need an 11 now,
Yeah, these go to 11. Enough. Right.
So what did you do? Anything on the PC recently?
I did. So last night we talked about James Bond, okay? Mm-hmm. And I had only played it on my Steam Deck before the show, like 3 hours straight. And, by the way, that really hurt my back. Like, I was, like, in pain from the patio. And I was thinking, I want to make, like, a gaming patio chair.
Okay, now you're crazy. No, nobody's gaming outside.
A patio gaming chair.
A Steam Deck.
Yeah, a patio gaming chair.
What you're supposed to do is lean back and hold the Steam Deck in your hand. You're doing it wrong.
No, I was playing on a TV, so let's be clear. I did not have the scoliosis hunch.
Get a controller and lean
So
back.
A gaming patio chair, waterproof, weatherproof. I think this could really catch on for people with 4-season porches and TVs out there. What do you think? We'll get
I think anything gaming chair is stupid because like the best quote gaming chairs are usually office chairs because they have adjustable
that's what I have. I never bought a gaming chair for the record, and I did it on purpose.
You don't have a real office chair with like adjustable arms and back and things like that.
I have adjustable arms. Cheap, I just pulled my arms down. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you
I
have some
adjustable
cheap
arms.
leather stupid chair. I'm talking about a legit chair.
This is a super deluxe executive Staples chair.
Oh,
this
anything from Staples is garbage.
This is
Go
an
buy a
executive
Herman Miller or
model.
something.
This is like, this is the higher ups.
Sure.
Use this.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, let me go to Staples to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe Frank can put it together for me for $9 and do it wrong. Fuck you, Frank. So you played First Light on your PC. What'd you think?
Yeah, obviously, visually, it's great. Better, Michelle.
Better, yeah. I don't think it's as great as people say.
So, I mean, listen, I think it's on par with Hitman. And Hitman looks good. We've never thought it looked bad.
Acceptable.
But I completed the nightclub scene. And I remember the big nightclub scene in the last Hitman. Remember, like, it was like some East Berlin nightclub he snuck into with like 1 million NPCs. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of that. IO obviously does a good nightclub. But here's the thing. And I still feel this way, like I said last night. The level was so scripted, the outcome was predetermined from the get-go. I felt like I had no real agency. There was always going to be these scripted fights in these specific locations. That was it. It's like I just felt like I was so on rails. Yeah. And I did I hate what I was doing? Not really, but I felt so guided by it. Like, I had to get a stamp and get into the top of floor of the nightclub. And by the way, would James Bond ever get a stamp on his hand so he can get
No, he wouldn't want that. I don't think he'd want that.
Right?
On his
Could
hand.
you see Daniel Craig going to get a stamp on his hand to get VIP access?
No, he'd just get it. He wouldn't need the stamp. So, I mean, we did find people that like it, though. Mech in our Discord likes it. Ted likes it now. So they're out there. So I feel at least like I'm not going insane. Like some people like it. It's just not me.
I get it, but I think this game's conflicted about what it is, though, because
it's Hitman.
Well, I know, but I'm saying as far as like who James Bond is, right?
Yeah.
It's like they're almost making fun of James Bond and respecting him at the same time. Like there's that one scene in the nightclub where he pretends he's a waiter and he brings in that tray of drinks, okay? And one of the drinks is a martini, and he brings it to a patron. And they're like, ew, martini, who would drink that shit? That's so out of fashion. No one drinks martinis anymore. And obviously that's his signature drink, Michelle, okay?
Yeah.
And so it's like they're making fun, but at the same time, he's kind of womanizing in the club and he's kind of becoming, I think, a bit of a badass in the game. So it's like they're trying to satisfy everybody at the same time. And that's how I feel when I'm playing it,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to keep playing it? I might just try to see what the next level is, but it's got too much Hitman taint on it. Like I feel like
I think that was the biggest problem, that it's the people who did Hitman and they didn't do enough to make it feel different, and it was just too obvious.
Right. I think the melee combat's really the only thing they really added, and that's even kind of lame. It's just like I've never felt like I could lose doing the melee. I haven't, Yeah,
I think Ryan said he put down his controller for a couple of times too with certain things he couldn't fail. So yeah, I don't know. You either don't mind that stuff or you do, and for me, it's just not engaging enough.
Yeah, and then I tried something. I've tried a bunch of these games, these drone games, where you're controlling a drone and you're shooting like bad guys on roofs and in the bushes and stuff. And I've yet to find one that's great. And I keep trying them. So I tried one called Drone Gunner. It was a demo. I don't think it's out yet. I think it's it might be out. I don't know. But no, it's coming soon. Good
information.
It's coming soon. They just had a demo right now. And and you're piloting a drone, not like a DJI drone. It's like one of those like Predator drones, look like a little airplane, that has like all the weapons and missiles and everything. And I don't know, it's not very good. It's just like this black and white camera view looking down, and you're shooting trucks and people trying to protect the tank. That was the first mission. And I think they missed the mark. And I really hope one of these games take off. But this is almost always like a mini game, like in a Call of Duty game. Like this is always like some little side mission. But I would like one of these games to like really work and be great. Maybe there's one I'm not aware.
Fun to me. I was always scared to fly my sister's drone. She has a bunch of DJI drones, and like she'd hand me the little controller, and it was just scary. I feel like this though. It says right on it, you do not fly the drone. You run its gun. So you have to have some flying of the drone, I think, in a drone game.
But I think these Predator drones are like that. They just kind of like circle around and They just circle around an area, and
I see.
then the guy in like Phoenix, Arizona,
Just
has an
presses A.
Xbox. He has an
Yeah.
Xbox control, and he's killing people in the Middle East. Like I think that's how
Okay.
these things work. You know,
Right.
like
It says
But,
handle enemy disruption that punishes sloppy play. You love that word, sloppy. We talked about
Yeah.
that last time. Yeah, so I don't know. That does look pretty shitty. All right, well, what are you drinking? Anything? I'm not.
I'm
really
just drinking
anything.
water.
Okay, so let's get into the big news first, which is that the Steam Deck pricing has gone up by as much as $300, effective immediately. And like Sub is saying in our Discord, this actually makes the ROG Xbox Ally X seem like a good deal because you can put Windows and then you can put Steam on it.
Yeah, I
And
was
it's
at
more
Walmart
powerful.
today too, and they had that there for $600.
And the
lower
price
one.
is probably going to go up on that. I've heard the lower one's shit. You'd only want the $9.99 one.
I know, but it's just sitting there on the shelf at Walmart, and I'm like, ooh.
This is harsh though. So the 1 terabyte OLED has gone from $649 to
brutal.
$949. 512 OLED has gone from $549 to $789. So yeah, if you're going to spend $949, you would be better off getting that ROG for $999 because it's way more powerful, and you can also put Steam OS on it as well as the Windows. So
I
that is-
agree.
that's going to go up.
It's
then.
not OLED though, right? The display's
Oh yeah,
not
that's
as,
a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle,
I'd
by the
maybe
way,
rather have
I
more
think
powerful.
the point we're really missing here, though, is this does not bode well for Steam Machine pricing.
Well,
There's
Steam
no way.
Machine is gonna-
There's no way
Yeah.
it's $600.
I mean, those rumors are probably not true.
The room,
Yeah.
but there's also another set of rumors that say it's $1,100. I've seen two sets of rumors: the $600 rumor and the $1,100 rumor.
And these are for the OLEDs. What about the non-OLEDs? Are they even around anymore?
What do you mean? Oh, the non-OLED Steam Deck?
Yeah, like let me see here. Let me go. To
I
the
think they
official-
discontinued it.
Okay.
But
It
let
makes
me-
sense that you wouldn't even want those around anymore.
Yeah, they only have the they have the 512 for $789 OLED and the 1 terabyte for $949.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I can't say I would do that personally. I don't game handheld, but even if I did casually, that spending $1,000 for it feels a lot worse than the $400 it used to be or whatever. Like,
Well, and it's also how many years old by now? Right?
yeah,
Like,
it's not powerful. That's crazy.
I mean, it's surprisingly powerful, but it's not perfect.
No, they
I mean-
should have. It's not even coming with a little boost or anything. Like, what's Steam Deck 2 going to be? And that's probably on hold forever now. So, yeah, that's not very good. If you guys have one out there, and you can probably flip it or just be
Yeah.
happy you have one. But it does make the ROG more attractive. I think being more powerful, but losing
really
out on
does.
an OLED screen is definitely true. So. There's some news going on right now, but before we get into that, I want to read this here. They didn't give us a name and I won't reveal their email, but they said, "Hi, John and Michelle. I have a question for VGO or PC Outsiders. I'm an Xbox owner who feels lost because I don't like the idea of the Helix and I don't want a PS6. So I've been thinking about a PC. My budget is $2,500, including a monitor.
Okay.
So there's two options I would give them. So personally, I would spend all of that $2,500 on a 5080 pre-built at a Micro Center if you buy one. But if you have to leave money for the monitor, there's a 5070 Ti for $2,200, and then that'll leave you $300 for the monitor. But to me, that's a waste. Like the 5080 is going to be a much better pick than the 5070 Ti. So I would just, for now, plug your PC into an old TV
Anything.
or a TV or an old, like you can get a really
Anything.
cheap monitor for like $50, like out there used at like
Craigslist.
Yeah, I would not waste that $300 monitor budget right now. I would get the 5080 pre-built at Micro Center because those power spec PCs are actually very good. iBuy power quality has kind of fallen. I don't know if you have a Micro Center by you. Only 20 states have them. So it's kind of a random depending where you are. But if you have one near you, the price on them keeps going up. They were $2,200 for the 5080s, and they went to $23, $24. Now they're $25, I think, on the 5080 pre-builts at Micro Center. But that's a good place to start. And like I said, I would really consider spending the budget on the PC entirely. And just like you're saying, John, like you can probably grab like a $30
Just
used
just have
1440p monitor.
anything. Right?
Anything. Any 27-inch 1440p monitor is going to be like, wow, this looks pretty good to you. You know, just even if you get it
How about
cheap
Newegg? They have some pre-builts for $25.
with 5080s in them.
Yep.
Do they ship?
It's back ordered. They have let's see, they have one for $2,300.
Yeah. I can't speak to the quality of the components and everything.
Andromeda, Stormcraft. I don't know these brands. Research it, obviously.
Yeah,
but
I can definitely vouch for the Micro Center Power Spec ones. I know about 10, 20 people who've done them, including my sister has a 5090 pre-built. They're really good and they have good quality stuff in them and everything's, and they'll, they have warranties and all that shit. So yeah, like I said, I really wouldn't spend any of your PC budget on your monitor. I know that sounds crazy because there are expensive monitors out there, but the gap between a really expensive monitor and a cheap one isn't as big as it used to be. So yeah, I mean, John, you would kind of agree, right? Just get a cheap anything.
I totally agree because I mean, I know that you would disagree, but I've bought some cheap monitors the last few years, like for like my Mac and stuff that kind of blew me away for like how much they were and how good they look.
But if he's a new guy coming to PC gaming, he's used to 60 hertz anyway. So if you could, just wait, even if it's like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the line when you have some more money towards it, then you
just
can
slum it. I say slum it for a little bit. You could still game. You're still gaming, like I said, there's a monitor I have my iMac upstairs that I bought for my mom too that blows me away. It's an HP. It was like a couple $100.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a couple $100. A couple $100, you can get a good monitor. I'm talking, he wants to spend like nothing, and I'm saying like get a used like.
You can come up with $200.
Well, people have a budget they usually stick to it, John, or it just never ends. Okay,
I know, but the thing is, settle for a $200 monitor instead of spending $1,500 on one right now.
Well, he would have done that even with the 5070 Ti at $2,200. He would have had a $300 monitor, which is still kind of low. I'm saying spend it all on the 5080 pre-built, slum it on a $25 used monitor for a bit, or plug it into your TV because you can just plug people don't get it. Like your TVs, do you include that in the price of your console? Because but then just plug your PC and do it temporarily.
No, I agree with you though. Put it all in the fucking PC.
Put it all in because now or never, kid. The
monitors are easy to change.
Yeah, and the prices are going up, and there's kind of no stop to it. And kind of with the way things have been trending, I know Steve at Gamers Nexus has been talking about this a lot. And also this article here from Tom's Hardware. NVIDIA is no longer reporting GPU sales as a separate segment. Consumer graphics hardware is sort of getting eaten by corporations and AI and all that shit. And it's all with the pricing and everything, people are worried. And I think it's going to go one or two ways with people. They're either kind of scared or they're like scared into buying now or scared into like staying out of the whole market because 60% of PC gamers, this is from Tom's Hardware, have no plans to build a new PC in the next 2 years. But isn't that always the case, I was going to ask? Because the average PC gamer, even a PC enthusiast, maybe doesn't do it every 2 years. They might do it every 3,
Right, or more.
I mean, enthusiasts probably not more, but I know people that are really into PCs and do it every 2 years, every 3 years, whatever. So I feel like that number is a little deceiving and negative. Like, oh my God, they're not gonna, but it's like, yeah, that's kind of the point of having a PC. Like, you don't have to build a new one. You just might swap a part,
Right. Exactly.
But people right now who are considering getting in, if we do think the prices are going to keep trending up, and I mean the Steam Deck stuff is a big hit because, John, that used to be our recommendation to people on how to get into PC gaming cheap. Yeah. You remember like the non-OLEDs or whatever, and like they were on sale for $300 once, and we're just like, go get that,
And you can hook that up to a monitor and a keyboard and have a desktop little shitty PC if you wanted to.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I mean, it is changing, and my gut is to like act as fast as you can because I do think it's going to get worse for a bit, but... global OLED monitor shipments rose by 78% year over year in 2026 here. So OLED is being more adopted, which is interesting. I, of course, have one. I know you don't yet. You have a TV, but we're talking about monitors here. So it does seem like people are still upgrading on PCs and enthusiasts are still there and we're still buying things. I think a lot of it is doom and gloom and how much is really going to impact you other than the pricing. I think the pricing might go up a little bit, but monitor pricing has actually been reasonable. I think I paid $1,500 for my first ultra wide and I just paid $1,200 for an OLED ultra wide. So it's kind of not so bad there. What else is going on in PC world? Jeff Keighley teased a summer game fest with a Steam GIF of actual steam coming out of like the ground.
What?
Yeah. Here he is here. He says Summer Game Fest will stream live 4K 60 from Dolby Theater in Hollywood. And then he put a GIF of steam coming out of a manhole. So people are once again saying, is it going to be the Steam
Half-Life
machine? 3? Half-Life. Some people are saying it's Rockstar blowing the lid off of GTA, but it was a lot of steam.
Do you think that Half-Life 3 is going to be a Steam machine launch game?
I think it would be great. And I think they need something if it's going to be $1,200 or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, nobody really knows. I think every year they say the same thing, that they're just like wanting some Steam news. I mean, we were supposed to get Steam Machine news soon, but maybe it's coming now that they kind of tempered expectations with the Steam launch pricing.
Well, it could be they just got their pricing and then they just said, okay, Steam Deck's, I mean, the Steam Deck.
Here it is. Yep.
The Steam Deck's this. Now we can apply this math to the Steam Machine, right? It could be any day now.
You know, it would be funny if by the time Steam Deck 2 comes out, like pricing is cheaper and this actually is cheaper than the old expensive one. It really is a timing thing right now. So we'll see what happens there. That
Steam controller, by the way, I saw it last night for $99. I could have bought it. I almost did
Rob
just because.
Sprance actually popped in our Discord and he said he loves it, the way it syncs and a bunch of shit on it. He was talking to PC Outsiders, so it's good to see Rob still alive and kicking. But a lot of people who have it like it. So I know you're down on it, but
I don't want it. I'm perfectly happy. I love the Xbox controller, so I don't need the.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can log in for reservations. I know last night I could have bought it. It's $99, which I think is a good deal compared to.
It is with all the stuff it has on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the way people say it. And then Windows 11 is rolling out an update that makes your PC genuinely faster and more responsive. This is from Windows Central. Update KB5089573 is now generally available as Microsoft's non-security preview update for May. I always wait before I do updates, but they're saying it accelerates launches and the core shell experience, such as start menu, search, and action center. People are saying that gaming will be improved and snappier, touchscreen devices, whatever. I mean, we'll see. I know Windows 11 has done a lot of things over Windows 10 to try to improve on gaming specifically with like auto HDR and also dual G-Sync monitor support and things with black screens that were happening. So it's rolling out. Maybe check it out. I don't know if this might be one worth getting immediately. All right. What else are you seeing?
Now, did you see this? Oh, wrong thing. There's a new Witcher DLC coming out.
Yeah, I had that in VGO News, but we can talk about it. You never were that into Witcher. What's so funny?
Not really.
Have you ever even played Witcher?
Nothing.
Nothing what? Oh, I think he's cutting out.
Nothing's funny.
Oh, what's so funny? I'm confused. Yeah, I think, you're cutting out. Yeah, they're doing it. It's coming in 2027.
Nothing was funny.
Then why are you giggling? Am I being punked right now?
I don't know. Are you excited to revisit that game? No, you're not. Why? What's happening?
I don't know. Blood and Wine was cool. I think we're having technical difficulties is what's happening. Yeah, I mean, I liked Witcher. I never went nuts for it like my sister did. This was her game. So I'll revisit it. It's a cool game. It's a cool world. And it's probably a good setup into the new Witcher game. It's probably like a prequel.
Right. Do you think it's surprising that they're still releasing content for this game? Or is this like their Skyrim?
I don't think they were supposed to.
I thought when Cyberpunk came out, that was it. They're like, we moved on.
We originally planned to make this big reveal during our Red streams tomorrow, but let's say we found something we didn't expect on Red Launcher.
Yeah, I heard about that. So I guess it got leaked.
Yeah.
There was a leak. So they were forced to announce it.
I mean, it should have been I guess it should have just been a shadow drop, play it now, and that would have hyped like the new Witcher game, but it's hard with leaks and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, excited is what? You tell me I'm easily excitable. I kind of I am for the right thing, okay? And this is just not like expansions are always a weird thing to me. I've talked about this. It's really hard to get me back in a game. Once you've lost me for so long.
I know. I mean, actually, as recent as last night, I'm going through my library and the updates, and I was getting a Cyberpunk update. And I'm like, I really should go back and do that expansion, But again, I'm so far removed from that game right now, to go back.
Yeah, I mean, the one that most kind of annoyed me was Cult of the Lamb, because the people who waited, got the better experience per the usual to play like a double-sized game with double-sized, like everything more cult stuff, more weapons, better combat, and then I've already played it, so to play through it again. But if it's the right thing, I will play through it again. I mean, how many years? Right. This was the first year I never played the Warcraft expansion, though. This is the first time I have never leveled in Warcraft. I've never done the new expansion. That was kind of sad. But there are some expansions I stick. I know it's no big deal for you because you've never leveled through the expansion.
I have to. Listen.
You just buy them.
What do you think about... We haven't talked about that Valorant story about
I just don't
Riot
care.
Games bricking people's PCs,
but they
supposedly.
Aren't really.
I know, but it kind of blew up and everyone was saying... Because I guess they posted a photo of all these like dead...
Yeah.
Whatever peripherals or hardware. It wasn't like computers. It was like just like parts in a room. It was like... So there's been a wave of claims by cheaters about Vanguard bricking their PCs. So let's clear that up. Vanguard does not damage hardware.
Yeah, it's a kernel level anti-cheat system. If you guys don't know, it is in Valorant, League of Legends.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't install games with Vanguard on it. The people that I know that are like security people. And so it does have a lot of access to be able to do things, but apparently not break your computer. Although look, my computer, my graphics card got fucked by New World. So anything can happen.
And James Bond added like DRM right at the end.
It did, but right
before it came out.
Yeah, but Denuvo's been like broken, like so it doesn't even do anything anymore.
And why does that game need to be fucking online?
Because of anti-cheat. And because they probably want to sell you skins.
James Bond, yeah. Well, that's what they said, is that you can play it offline, but it's a limited experience. You don't have access to any of the unlockables.
So this is from Tom's Hardware. Valorant anti-cheat update, soft bricks, $6,000 cheating hardware. Company then trolls cheaters on social media.
Yeah.
So it's the hardware.
Yeah, the device.
Hardware. Yeah, not your actually computer. So congrats on buying a brand new 6K paperweight. People misinterpreted that as being a 6K computer, which what computer is that much? Not even a 5090 pre-build is. So that's an investment into cheating. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they shouldn't be congrats to the owners of your paperweights and tweeting and mocking either, though. I don't feel like it's professional.
No.
I mean, if it was my company, I wouldn't want to conduct myself that way. I feel like you're putting a target on your back. You're mocking people. Just stay out of it. Just be whatever. So it did kind of blow back on them, though, because some people were confused and saying, I don't want to install this game with this shit. It's bricking PCs.
Now, Mina the Hollower, they're calling it a Souls-like.
Oh, boy.
At GameSpot. What?
You got to stop with this. I don't even like how Ryan keeps calling Hollow Knight a Souls. Like, I gotta, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a term that I feel is too overused. If a game is even at all difficult, people just say it's a Souls-like, and that, I don't like that either, you know?
Right.
So is it a Souls-like, John? I don't know much. I mean, I think I played the Mina demo or whatever.
I did. Right. So, I mean, there was some areas that were kind of a pain in the ass in that demo.
Yeah, but pain in the ass doesn't equal souls. Are you dropping a currency that you then get to upgrade your character? Maybe you are. Are you then, doing other things? Is it...
Right.
So you say you already know what it is.
I feel like
you weren't
do,
expecting a Souls-like. Maybe...
Well, it was just a hard 8-bit action platformer type game,
Yeah.
Which kind of Shovel Knight was. But this is more like top down instead of side-scrolling.
I don't know. That's not what I think of when I think of a Souls-like. I have like a category in my head. There's like the same types of people who like those games may not just like Mina the Hollower because it's hard or has a checkpoint system or ticks these clinical boxes if you need 3 of 10 to be actually officially a Souls or whatever. So, I mean, it's going to have the bonfire checkpoints. It's going to have resource or currency drop. It's going to have hard combat. Usually it's environmental storytelling, John, big boss fights.
Okay.
These are things that they say that are needed. Okay. But if it doesn't look like a Souls-like game, if it looks like
it looks like it looks like a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, that's not going to be that hard. I doubt it is. We'll see.
I mean, those can be. I mean, like I said, Shovel Knight was hard. That game got fucking brutal.
Yeah, I like the examples here, but I just Eliza P, Lords of the Fallen, Black Myth Wukong, Another Crab's Treasure. Do you remember that? It was like a crab Souls-like that kind of went viral a few years back. Yeah. So there has been silly stuff, but we'll see if Mina is one of them. I think at least either you or Ryan will.
I'm definitely gonna get it. Yeah, I mean it's
we'll be
perfect.
talking about that next Tuesday.
I might get it on the Switch too, assuming it's there.
Why?
I don't know.
You can be limited on where you play it. Wouldn't you want to play it in multiple devices? Like
Yeah,
your
I know.
Room or your
I know.
basement or
I
outside.
understand. I know. This is PC Outsiders. I forgot.
Yeah, please don't say such things. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get out of here. We want to thank you guys so much for listening and subscribing. Remember, we'll be back next week live on twitch.tv/John and Michelle, but come down to videogameoutsiders.com. Join our Discord. Win games from Loaded. We're giving away 007 First Light this week. And who knows what next month? Maybe the new Tales of Elliot Millennium thingy. If we can get them, that would be a good one. Because I think we're going to be talking about that. I know. I want to play that too. So that's it, guys. We'll see you very soon.
Later and